Good evening, guys. We know this is a bit last minute for us, but we appreciate each and every one of you who are joining us tonight. And Jesus is God, because this is so last minute, and we kind of forgot that Tyler was going live tonight himself. We're not gonna blame you whatsoever if you choose to watch Tyler. That's your money. We get it. If you choose to bounce back and forth, we will absolutely love you for it. If you choose to just go watch Tyler and then watch our replay later, that's perfectly fine by us too.
Ladies and gentlemen, OG podcasters, boys and girls, welcome to the Tuesday night live edition of the Podocasts. Before I get into this one, man, look, I have to apologize right away. I forgot that Tyler was going on tonight live right now. It's happening. He's a guy that's telling you what he's doing with your money. So if you want to go bounce and listen to Tyler, babe, I get it. I absolutely get it. For those of you who would like to stick around, I promise you, Thursday night we'll probably dissect what he was. We'll take it apart. We'll dissect what he talked about and see if we get any other takeaways from it, and we will bring it to you. But I cannot thank you for joining us this evening. I hope we can do well for you and make it informative and entertaining, because that is what we are all about here on the Podocasts, bringing you the funny. We are funny people. We are the Joe Pesci and Goodfellas of funny. All right, we're like a clown. We're here to amuse you. We're here to. I'm the Russell Crowe in Gladiator. Jesus is God. Are you not entertained? Huh? Trevor was here, but he bailed. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys are on tonight, but as I am splashing my face all over YouTube, I think it is safe and fair to use your aliases. If I have not called you out by name, I will, or I will make Belle do it. Belle, are you with us tonight?
I am.
Okay. If you could, please, in your spare time, because I know you're not doing anything, gather up the names of the folks we saw in chat on Saturday and also this evening. You get to read them out tonight. You guys tuned in to see us. We want to recognize you as well. Now, this is how you entertain me. So if you hear your name, please type, "Are you not entertained, Scott?" Please type that in chat, because you know what? I will be. This is your show. This has always been your guys' show. You just let me host. I think, you know what? I don't think I know that I have one of the best damn audiences on YouTube. And you know what? You guys show me that love. You show me that love with every question you ask me, like, please explain the formula on page 3 in the AMP white paper on the hypothecation model and how it will apply to de-incentivizing long-term liquidity holders. I bring that up because I was literally asked that. But, you know, you guys give me the kind of questions, you guys can give me the kind of questions you see on normal live streams. I'm okay with that. Just letting you know.
And Jesus is God actually just typed in chat, "Are you not entertained?"
Jesus
God?
is God. I am absolutely entertained, brother. Thank you very much. I have a dog that's sniffing on me. Did you guys want to see my? Come here, Harvey. Come here. Get up here. Come here. Come here. I swear there's a dog here. He's messing up my chroma key. All right, if you're not going to show yourself on camera, then beat it. Beat it. Do something. He's just going to sit here and mess up my screen. But you know what, guys? Belle and I talk about this all the time, and you know what? We cannot thank you for those questions, man. I mean, you absolutely hammer us with it. But what I really want, this is why I love the questions, because what I really want, and what the internet is very good at, is to get one wrong answer and be called a fraud, or to misunderstand some of the nuance of a subsection. So you know what? That's great. But boys and girls, please keep them coming, because when I get them right, I'm a rock star. I'm just an absolute rock star. And you know what? That's also why I started doing YouTube. I want to be a rock star. I think 49 is a good age to begin a career in the spotlight. Now, I'm only 23 years old. Yeah, 23. But by the time I'm 49, I will be ready. So why not get going now, right? 23. I'm 23. So am I more or less attractive now that I have disclosed my age to any female that we might have watching the stream tonight? I don't think I'm going to. My analytics say that there's only 3% of you that are of the female gender, and I can't imagine that I bring any kind of appeal to any of you. But now that I have disclosed that I'm 23 with all of this wisdom in me, am I more or less attractive? You hear that, Belle? I'm 23. Belle, I'm
Yeah,
23.
I'm refraining from comment right now.
Tell him I'm 23. Say it. You're not
You're
going to.
twenty-three.
You're already hammering me, man. The show's here, nobody's watching, and you're just absolutely burying me. I will be talking amp tonight, of course, because I know which side my bread is buttered on. But you know what? We've been doing this long enough, and we have such a great audience that I thought it would be fun for me. I don't know about you guys, but it'd be fun for me to go one of two ways. I can go idealistic or I can go inspirational in my monologue. And you know what? And we'll just catch up on our tokens of choice later in the show. If I go dragging on too long, and by the way, I preface that because you guys are going to tell me which monologue you want to hear. Do you want to hear educational or do you want to hear inspirational? I go both ways. I just heard that in my head. I can't take it back. It's out there now. But you guys type it in chat. Which one do you want to hear? And I'm going to give you that one. And Belle, go ahead and tally it up. If I go dragging on too long, Belle will definitely pull me back. And if she doesn't, please remind her. I'm not sure if you've noticed or not over the last month, but I will run a train of thought right into the mountain if you guys let me. I personally consider that my most honest. The only thing we script on the live streams is the monologue. This is typical broadcast stuff. Everything else that we do after that first 15 minutes or so is completely off the cuff, and I consider it the best portion of the show. I hope you guys do as well. So we're going to be letting either the idealistic Scott off the chain for a bit or the inspirational Scott off the chain for a bit, and we're going to see if this method is a hit or if it lays a great big egg this evening. So, Belle, did anybody have a particular preference of which way I go tonight?
Jesus is God and Matt Priestess both say educational.
Educational. I can do educational. So I'm in crypto to make some money. And as the side effect of that is to change the world. It's the duality of the crypto guy, of the old crypto guy. And I don't say old as in crypto forever, even though I've been in it a long time. I'm just saying old. Lots of life lessons and long years of trading have created the beast you can see in front of you. And you know what? He's a funny guy. You hear this? I'm a funny guy. And I've noticed that if you keep having to remind yourself and tell everybody else that you're a funny guy, you're not. But, Jesus, are you not entertained? Say I'm a funny guy. You kind of need a short memory, a very, very short memory to become an investor. And I mention it a lot on my videos. It's right there. It's on my splash screen, my backsplash. You need a short memory in realizing that this too shall pass. Up or down, this too shall pass. If you haven't rationalized yet or gotten it tattooed on yourself somewhere, I'm looking right at you, Jesus is God. Something tells me you got some tattoos. If you plan on staying in the investing game for any length of real time, you need to write that down somewhere that you can see it every day. Every day. Remind yourself, this too shall pass. The highs never last and are never as high as you wished. And the lows go on and on and on. Bulls make you money. They do. But bears make you rich. You need to reconcile yourself to these idealistic facts. And I get the irony of that statement. Idealistic facts. But the sooner you come to grips with it, the sooner you will realize that it's all about character. Trading is about character. Speculating, which if you enjoy wild swings in crypto, that's speculating. Speculating is all about the short vision, getting in and getting out. I know the more bullish the market, the more I speculate. But you know what? It's easier money with not a lot of risk. Investing in a bull market is easy. It is just stupid easy. Put it in pretty much anywhere. Watch it grow a bit, take it out. You're brilliant. You won. All right, you won at investing. But bull markets don't make you a rounded investor because it is easy to pluck the low-hanging fruit. They give you a false sense of security and teach real bad lessons. Now, I love bulls because it lets me build easy money for the bears. Now, that's where you make a lot of money, and that is where you start to change the world. Not everything survives the bear markets. It doesn't. In traditional finance, bankruptcies happen all the time. Guess who gets shredded on those? Stockholders. That's what you are when you buy crypto. You are a stockholder. If your crypto disappears tomorrow, it's a tough lesson. But you don't really have any recourse. It's just gone. Let me rephrase. I heard that again. It's not gone. You still hold title to it. It's just that nobody wants to buy it from you. I'll tell you what. Does anybody want to buy 4 million Sentra? No? Color me shocked right here. Shock face. You hold title to prime farming land in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Just saying, good luck with that. Investors thrive in the bear markets. They're the folks that pick and choose which products are going to make it out of the bear markets. Speculation drives up. They are protecting their money, which I do advocate for, by the way. Always protect your money. But that's the pragmatist in me. The investor in me, the idealist, looks for the hidden gems. And you know what? My portfolio suggests that I tend to find them more often than not. But it is work, sirs and ma'ams. It is work. You have to dig. You have to read. You have to listen. You have to remove emotion from the decision and apply rationality. And it sucks. It's not fun. I always ask myself, why? Why? Big quotation mark. You want to know what I got up on in front of my monitor? I have two things. I have two little yellow sticky notes. This too shall pass is one of them. And the other one just says, why? Because I always ask myself, why on every trade I make? Why is this good? Why is this bad? Why is this moving up? Why is this moving down? It's agonizing, but it's my method. And I've been pinned to the wall. I get a lot of heat on here. My comments they kind of blow up sometimes. But I get that the traditional crypto method is buy and hold and hope. I just don't work that way. I don't want to trust my money to whims or someone else's influence on it. I do the work. I earn the capital. I will be responsible for the results. I just figure, guys, if we were going to continue to spend time together, you should get to know me a bit. Please, please, please do not make a single trade based on anything that I say. I'm not your broker. Belle and I started this channel in an attempt to put out good information, but it's information from our point of view. It's going to be slanted. It's not gospel. I like to think, based on the questions that you guys hammer us with, that we have a more enlightened audience that is not coming to us for confirmation bias, rather a melding of the minds to see if we can, I don't know, come to an accord on different topics, different coins, different strategies. I like to talk. Belle likes to produce. It seems like a good fit. Now, if you guys get some takeaways from our show, that's all we're going for. That's it. If you get some entertainment from it, that's what I'm going for, because I'm a funny guy. All right, here to make you laugh. But we are never going to sit up here and tell you what to do with your money. Only what I am doing with mine. So, look, guys, that's kind of it for the monologue tonight. Scripts are put away, and we're going to be getting into the meat of this after the break. I'm sure that Belle has written down some questions for me. Belle, have you written down questions for me?
I have pulled questions from the last couple of days that I really think would be great to address tonight.
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent. So, the format's been working good for us, so we're going to continue to do it because it's fun. Let me have them, folks. If I can give you an educated opinion on your questions, I certainly will. And if I can't, you know what? I won't. There's a lot of crypto in the crypto market, and I'm certainly not all knowing and all seeing. But if the question is good and it's something that that I can answer correctly, I will. If it's something that I have never even heard of, I promise you that I'll do some research and I'll find it. So, is there anything I need to address right this second, Belle?
No, I will tell you, you were correct when it came to Jesus's God having tattoos.
Does he
He
have
con-
tattoos?
he confirmed that he's got a sleeve on his right arm and a couple on his hand and left arm.
Baby, huh? Who can call it, huh? Who's a reader of people, huh? I am. I've only chatted with a man, and I knew he had a sleeve. Somewhere on the next one, babe, this too shall pass. You will thank me for it. So, if we got nothing else, guys, give me 60 seconds. I'm, you know my drill here. We're gonna be right back with some questions, and you know what? I might even get into the inspirational piece. I might even do that because I just want to have some fun tonight. And I didn't mean to try to upstage Tyler. You guys should really be listening to him and not me tonight. He's talking about your money. You can catch my replay. So that's it, guys. We will be right back. Back in 3, 2, 1. No, sir. No, sir. We're back now. I want to keep you guys guessing. We are getting into some questions. I do have to let you guys know that everything that's sitting right up here, these are all tokens that I pitched. These are all tokens that I recommend. And these are all tokens that are up 20 to 25% since I recommended them. I'm just saying. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money at all. But in the interest of full disclosure, if it is up on my board right there, this is one that I see as critically undervalued at this time. I won't say that again anymore going forward. I'm saying it now for anybody who sees this or might catch the replay. These are the ones that I consider critically undervalued at this time. You notice that AMP made it down the list and is no longer on the ticker. I still think it's a great token. In fact, we made a video about it. Somebody asked me in one of the comments. They said, hey, you do an AMP video. I did do an AMP video. I'm sorry, a BAT video. You know I've done plenty of AMP videos. But I actually did a BAT video because I love the project. And you know what? It was a lot of fun. Awful lot of fun to do that video because it was a trip down memory lane for me. For me to get from point A to point B to point C to, this is a good token. It was a trip down memory lane for me. And I love those things. I absolutely love that because, again, I'm an old person and I spend more time in my memory than I do in my future. And it was just fun going down there. Our analytics suggests that we have a older audience. And I dig that. I do, because when I say I dig it, the older audience knows what I mean. They get it. So I don't know if this is something that the kids say or not. I'm thinking probably not. But I like to go back there because most of us older folks, man, we were there for the whole thing. We remember the .com bust. We remember the .com boom. We remember the bull. We remember the bear. We remember all of these things because we were there for it. We remember when there wasn't a Google. We remember 2400 baud modems. We remember all of these things. And I think it adds a lot of value to how we may invest or how we may speculate, what we're doing, why we're doing, and so forth, because we've seen a lot of this before. I've just put that out there. So, okay, anyway, Belle, question, hit me.
All right, Andre Hortet an hour ago asked if I go to amptoken.org, it states AMP collateralization is tested, audited, and freely available for anyone to use. It's easy to build apps that lock and unlock AMP on demand to secure transfers, enable lending, and make a value move more quickly. Are they saying anyone can use the staked AMP? For example, Visa creating their own Flexa and using AMP as part of their system as well.
I did see that question, and I'm sorry I didn't answer it. I've been working that over in my head because I see it as well. This one is a tough one. Again, this is the type of questions that you guys hammer me with. Why don't you ask me what kind of ice cream I like? Nobody ever does that. I like vanilla. I know, shocker, I like vanilla. I understand that it says that. Now, I think I am one of the few silly people who have actually read through the provisional patent for Flexa. I discussed it on a video today because there has been a lot of conjecture about that on the AMP Reddit. What's the patent? What does it say? So forth and so on. So I actually touched that today. I think today was probably one of the best videos that we've put out, and it really didn't go anywhere. Man, no, it could be the channel size. We're not big, so we don't have a lot of reach. But I think that was probably one of the better videos that we put out. I mean, the information was solid. The research was good. It was an all-around good overview of AMP and why I think AMP is the way it is. I understand that it says that in amptoken.org, but between my understanding of the white paper and my reading of the provisional patent, I don't see how or why they would do that. The only way that they could use the AMP collateral off the Flexa network is if they bought the AMP collateral, and Flexa isn't selling it. It's not in Flexa's interest to sell it. Flexa, if they are not getting the merchant fees, which is exactly how this network is going to grow and why it grows slowly, but why it will grow at all. But if they're not getting the VIG on that, what's the point? If you want to use AMP, just buy liquidity and knock yourself out. But you cannot build a network the way Flex is building a network. One, because they have a provisional patent on it. But two, because you participate in fractional banking and Flexa doesn't. So I understand what they're saying with that. I read it the same way that you read it. But Reddit. I've read the document and the paragraph the same way that you read it, but I don't see how they do it. Now, again, I'm not all-knowing and all-seeing, but I think I have a pretty good grasp of this, and I don't understand how you would do it. Now, as far as them building a network to emulate Flexa, again, they can't do it. These are fractional banking systems. They cannot do it. The only way that Flexa is possible is with crypto. The only way it works is with AMP. So unless you are going to build a network exactly like Flexa, which you can't do, then I don't see how you do it. Fractional banking, and I assume, did everyone watch the video today? I don't know, man. Every time I don't know how many subs we have now. I think we have like 50 or 60. But when I don't even get that many views on the video that I didn't even interest my subs in it, it's a pretty good indication that I'm drifting way off the track that I'm supposed to be on. But I went into all this on the video, so I'm not sure how they do it. I am not saying that they can't. I'm just saying that I don't know how they would. And if Flexa, unless they were mentioning partnerships, which I would think that would be where that is going, that they would be entering into partnerships, which is fine because then somebody else does the marketing and Flexa gets the VIG. I'm all for that. I think that's great. But as far as them directly utilizing it off Flexa, I don't see how that's possible. I mean, it's a closed network. I don't see how that's possible. I could be wrong. I just don't see it. So I don't know whoever asked that question if he's on the stream tonight. I hope that I answered that. It wasn't a dodge. I don't see how that question can even be answered. Maybe ask Tyler. But aside from partnerships, I don't see how it's possible. So that was it. Belle, what else you got for me? Anything?
All right, user Grinder Rathor. 4 hours ago, did you see Shopify is partnering with Shopacoin? Is this real and any overlap with AMP?
Is it real? Well, interestingly, Shopify can partner with whoever the hell they want. It doesn't really matter. Shopify themselves is, they're their own entity. They're their own merchant. Can they use numerous pay rails? I want to say probably. I would say probably. I don't know of another pay rail that will process crypto. Now, it's my firm belief that AMP is not targeting crypto. They can process crypto, but that's not their intent. The market is too small. We've been over this. We've talked this one just pretty much right into the ground. I don't think crypto people are ready to spend their crypto. Maybe Doge. I've done some videos about that. They died. I got the point, guys. But aside from like maybe spending Doge or something, one of these worthless coins that you're trying to give a case use to, there's just not enough big enough market for crypto. Now, to my knowledge, doing it the way they do it, meaning a direct conversion, nobody else is doing what Flex is doing. There are plenty of PayPal. Shit, we're not monetized, but if we did, I just demonetize this on this video. I'm sorry. We're trying to stay family friendly, but I do swear it slips out occasionally when I'm deep in thought. I apologize. Nobody's doing it the way Flex is doing it. PayPal's trying, and they're coming right out. Hey, you can spend your Bitcoin, but you can't. All they're doing is converting it to fiat, charging you a fee, and pretending that you're spending Bitcoin. BitPay. The credit card thing, it shows up on Brave a lot. Same thing. All you're doing is converting your crypto into fiat and spending your fiat. That is not doing what Flex is doing. Flexa is spending your crypto directly. No fiat, no transfer fee, nothing like that. It does never touch fiat currency. It takes in whatever you put into it, and it gives out whatever the merchant wants. If they want fiat, it will spit out fiat, but it doesn't convert it. It doesn't have to, because the store of wealth is already locked in AMP. I really want to do this inspirational piece because I don't want to do this. Belle, ask me another question before I come back around to it, because I was about to go on about a 10-minute tangent and I'd have lost everybody here.
So Adam Shiger, does Flexa address what would happen if a large staking AMP holder or several large staking AMP holders sold all their AMP tokens at one time, say the span of a week?
Oh, so you're talking rug pull on the network. Well, here's the funny thing about that. There's effectively nothing that they can do about it. Flexa does not own the collateral. You own the collateral. Flexa is not the bank. You're the bank. So if the investors decided to pull out all at once, aside from Flexa going out and raising outside capital to purchase the AMP and to put it back on the network, there is nothing that they can do. There just isn't. Which, interestingly, this leads into another bit that I've been tiptoeing around because, again, you guys give me minefields. You give me minefields. Every damn show, you give me minefields. But you get me thinking. You really get me thinking, and I can't thank you enough for that. But where it was getting me thinking this time, and we actually got into it a little bit on some of the comments, is I feel that come July 1, or whenever they turn on the merchant fees, they have enough runway that they don't have to do it. They can continue to put the 2.5 million AMP into the staking pool, pay us. They can continue to do that. They have enough runway that they could probably do it towards the end of the year and not even have to walk around with their hat out. But as we are the bank, I don't think it's unreasonable for us to ask for a little bit of transparency. Now, I get that this is not popular. I do. I get it, man. But this is your money. You are the bank. You are in a partnership with Flexa. You give them your money, and they utilize it. When they utilize it, you are entitled to the rewards generated from the transaction. That's why you get stake. That's why you get staking rewards. It's not out of the goodness of their heart. It's because they used your money to make a profit. So you are entitled to it. With this comes some responsibility on the side of Flexa. One, I want to make sure that they're spending it well. Because if they are not utilizing my capital correctly or in a manner that I think is correct, I'm going to withdraw my capital. So I don't think it's too far out of the realm for us to say, we want some transparency. What are you doing with this? We know you're turning on merchant fees. How much? What are you getting for them? Give us an idea if our money is invested well or not. Now, personally, anybody who came up with this idea, I think, is spot on. I do think that it is spot on. But this is just op-ed, guys, by the way. This is purely op-ed on my part. But when the merchant fees go on, whenever they turn them on, whether it be July 1 or December, personally, I think they should wait till December, till this matures a little bit more, until they get some more action on the Flexa network. But when they turn those merchant fees on, at that time, I don't think it's out of the realm for us to demand some transparency. How much are you generating? If it is a tiny little minuscule volume, they're doing like $8 a day, something like that. All the Dunkin' Donuts transactions or whatever, they're going to worry. Stakeholders are going to get worried. We're going to get concerned. I'm going to get concerned because it's at that point that I have to ask. I have all of my money tied up at 3.8%. That's great. But if I'm not expecting to see greater returns, why is my money sitting here at 3.8%? I can put it on Anchor and get 10%. I can put it on Bancor and get 40%. It's about passive income. So July 1st, again, boy, this turned into a long damn answer, didn't it? You guys don't hit anybody else with this stuff. You always put me on the spot. You know what? Mwah. This is what I want to talk about. This is what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to say the things that nobody else says. But when they release that, and eventually they are absolutely going to have to, if they don't, I'm going to pull my money out. Because at this point, I don't know what you're doing with it. I'm not telling you to. You do you. But I'm saying 6 months from now, if I still don't know what they're doing with this, if I still don't know their plan, their roadmap, something, if I don't know, I can get a much better ROI with effectively the same amount of safety. I can get it almost anywhere. I believe in this product. I believe in what they're doing, and I think this is effectively discovering the wheel. That's how big I think this is. But I think you also have a fiduciary responsibility to your stakers, your stakeholders, your bank, to provide us with some information. I want to ask Tyler. That would be the question that I would ask. When are you going to give us some transparency? Because up till now, this has all been theoretical, purely theoretical. But our money is not theoretical. The entire market is green. The entire market is green right now, but AMP. So it doesn't concern me as far as a long-term vision goes, because I know this is a long. I've done videos. You guys maybe watched them. I know that this is a long-term, but there comes a point where you got to give us something. You've got to give us some little bit of information, and I don't see that coming out right now. So am I just a little bit, wee bit concerned? Maybe. I'm not, bail out. I'm not to that point, but I'm saying 6 months from now, if I still don't know anything and we are still just holding static, I might reconsider my position. I would never advocate you do. I'm just saying that I might reconsider my position at that time. So I hope that answered the question. I know that I tailed off way too long, way too far, and I'm sure I lost people who were watching the show. But you know what? You asked, and when you ask difficult questions, you're going to get difficult answers. So, okay, Belle, what you got?
The next one actually should be a
Is
pretty
this
easy question
better?
for you to answer.
Jesus.
This one should be easy.
Okay.
The Loopy Lone Texan wants to know if you will do a video about New Cipher and Orchid next.
Absolutely. Look how easy that is. Now, I don't know if you I'm sorry. I don't know if you see that I have New Cipher up there. It's another one that I consider one hell of a good sleeping gem. One of the things about blockchain, one of the things about crypto that I absolutely, is this going to be my inspirational portion? I don't want to rail on this for 20 minutes, but when you ask me a question like that, you're going to get a long answer. Guys, give me 60 seconds. Belle will tell me if I should give this answer or not. So give me 60 seconds. I'm going to be right back. But mostly it's because I want to hit my cigarette, and I look like such a dork if I'm hitting this thing on camera. There's just no masculine way to do this. Doesn't happen. Give me 60 seconds, guys. We'll be right back. Andre! That was I'm sorry, my dog is here. Come here, Harvey. Everybody wants to see you. Come here. Come here, Harvey. Come see Daddy. Come on. Come see Daddy. Oh, he's my puppy dog. Look at him. Look at the camera, buddy. Look, you're not looking at the camera. He, for some reason, he's just infatuated with my beard. I don't know this. This is my dog. This is Harvey Dent. And Bella's down here somewhere too. I got two just big idiot dogs. Okay. Yes. Go away. All right. We're done now. Beat it. Andre, you're the one who has been hitting me with these rough questions, man. I gotta ask, in the interest of fairness, do you ask anybody else these questions, or do you guys just save them for me? I think we're starting to define what our program is actually about, and apparently our program is not this. We're not that program. We are the deep dive program. That's cool. That's what I wanted to be. This is exactly where I wanted to be. All right, Belle, what question did we leave off with?
We left off with the question of New Cipher and Orchid videos.
All right. New Cipher and Orchid. You know what? I love both of them. Obviously, look, they're right there. They're on my board. They're up close, and I absolutely adore both of these products. The big reason that I adore both of these products is that these are products that are not possible in the method that they're being done without crypto, without blockchain. This goes to boy, there's no way for me to do this without being inspirational, is there? You know what? I'm not pulling up anything that I wrote, man. This is going to be off the cuff. Guys, give me 5 minutes to entertain myself here just a little bit. The bulk of the crypto market, they don't understand what they're in. It's not a matter of understanding the coin. Anybody can do that. Anybody can read a white paper and anybody can figure it out. But there is a long vision, a long game that is going on right now, right here in the crypto market. There is innovation. I know you hear me say that word a lot, and I really mean it. There is innovation that is coming out of the crypto space that the world has not even fathomed yet. The traditional world that is locked in a bubble based on what they know. Basically, that's it. So they only know what they were taught. And most of the world is incapable of thinking outside of that bubble. Now, this isn't unusual. This is, society. This is how it works. It is effectively, you know what, this is how I'm going to phrase this one. It just occurred to me, by the way. And Jesus is God. If you're going to get another tattoo, get this one. The bulk of the world is a technological caste system, and that's CASTE system. They only know what they were taught, and the majority of them are incapable of the type of outside-the-box free thinking that exists when you put crypto into the equation, when you put blockchain into the equation. When you add something this radical, it is like it's like bringing spaceships to cavemen. They can't even contemplate it. And this is one of the things that really depresses me just a little bit, depresses me about the crypto market as a whole. I'm going to show you right now. I actually had this queued up. I'm going to show you what depresses me about the crypto market more than anything else. So look over up here, and I'm going to show you right now. This right there is what depresses me about the crypto market more than anything else. People are coming into this. They are coming into the crypto space with simply dreams of riches. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine, man. Any money that's poured into this space is good money. It helps them grow. You are financing the future. You are investing in Ford before cars were invented. You are in early. But the only thing 90% of the crypto market knows is right there. This is what they know. This is what they see. This is what they're taught. This is what they believe. That crypto is about making money, and that's it. That's all they are focused on, is how do I profit from this? Guys, you are standing on the shoulders of visionaries, absolute visionaries, people who saw nothing and made it something that the world cannot even contemplate right now. When you try to talk blockchain with your friends, with your family, with anybody, 90% of them will look right through you. They can't even process it. That's how far ahead this is. It is explaining the wheel to a society that hasn't discovered it yet. They cannot even wrap their heads around it. So they come to YouTube and they do Google searches and they do all of these things. And this is what they see. They have no idea what this is actually about. They have no idea that AMP and Flexa is creating the world's first gold-based, metaphorically, but also intrinsically gold-based payment processing system. Without crypto, what AMP is doing is not possible, ever. I have racked my brain trying to figure out how they would do this without fractional banking, and I have not come up with a way to do it, aside from backing it with physical gold. And how are you going to hypothecation physical gold? You're going to go to a pawn shop? You're going to hold it up and say, hey, how much? Is that how you're going to do it? This doesn't work at the speed necessary to maintain a processing system without crypto. And even AMP investors, people who understand this, don't get it. You are standing on the absolute shoulders of visionaries. This is, I'm sorry, boy, I went off. And Belle, you have got to drag me back because I will do 20 damn minutes of this. I'm sorry, guys, you know what? I'm sorry. This is not my intent. This is not why I live stream. I don't do this. But, you know, sometimes, man, it just gets out. I see so much potential. So much shocking potential. I want you to think about this 3 years from now. Just 3 little years. Every development, every little speck of innovation is going to lead to branches of innovation off from that one. Look at the market. Look at the market that is built in 2 years. 2 years. Look at what has been developed. Not from a monetary standpoint. I get it, man. Look, we all got to keep score somehow. Money. That's how we keep score. That's why these guys stay in business. That's how they build YouTube channels. Right there. Keeping score. Getting people to click. But every little unique piece of innovation leads to branches of innovation. You built the base, and now others come behind you and they build the structure, and others come behind them and they raise the structure, and others come behind them and they decorate it. And then the neighbors move in who have a different idea, and it goes up as well, and so forth and so on. In 3 years, I will argue all to my death that we have seen more technological innovation in the crypto space than we have seen in the entire world. Building the better DVD player does not count. This is stuff that is so far outside the consciousness of the traditional space that they wouldn't understand it if you explained it to them. And I can illustrate this easily. Have you ever talked to any of your friends or family about crypto? You see that blank stare? Because they're not ready for it. But whether or not they're ready for it is irrelevant now. This is happening. This is advancing. Every single step of the way, it's advancing. They're finding ways to do it better, to do it faster, to do it cheaper. They are building an ecosystem here. And you are in on the ground floor. It doesn't matter what token you're in. I have my favorites, but that's me. That's the way I see it. I have my absolute favorites. They're right there. These are the ones that I see that are going to keep me in the lifestyle that I am accustomed to, but they are also bedrocks of what is going to come next. And that's why I'm in them. It is the merging of the pragmatist, the pragmatic investor, and the idealist, the person who understands, or at least can conceptualize where this is going to go. This is, you have no idea. I have no idea what this is going to be in 5 years. It is going to be innovation that we can't even dream of right now, because we are in it here, supporting it now, taking this from what it is to what it can be. I get why people look at the charts, man. I do. I don't know if you could tell or if I have any new viewers tonight. By the way, if I do have new viewers, I would love a subscription. That's how I keep score. I'm not trying to fire you up. I'm just trying to point out that, you know, we're YouTube and this is how we keep score. We're not monetized. We're never going to be monetized. But you're in the crypto market in its absolute infancy, you're going to make money. Doesn't matter what token you're in. You're going to make money. I get bears, bulls. We are trying to compare something that has never, ever seen the light of day, something that's never existed before, and we are trying to align it with a corrupt traditional financial system. It doesn't work. Crypto is not fiat. You cannot think of it as fiat. Everything about crypto has rules. Rules. It's why it works. It's why Ample work. And it's why Flexa was not designed to work and integrate with existing pay rails. It was designed to consume them, to show the entire planet that there is a better way. There is a correct way. It's a way that is fair, that's equitable, and that's transparent to everybody. People are using credit cards right now that have no idea how they work. This is old stuff. These are credit cards that have been around forever, and people still don't know how they work. When they put their card in the machine, they have no idea what happens to it. They get their shoes, they get their shirt, they get their hat, they walk away, having no idea what actually happens to the process once they get the receipt. They don't know. How do you think these same people are going to understand how Flexa works, how it's different, how it's unique, how it is something that the world has never seen? Gold backed, a secure system backed in foundational commerce. Man, you know what? This is tough, guys. If you think this is easy to do off script, man, give it a go. This is tough. I'm sorry. I hope I answered the question, Belle. This is what I don't,
You know
again,
what?
I don't, there's a reason that I don't look at the viewers, because I'm sure when I go on a tangent like this, they're gone. They do not want to listen to an old man scream and ramble and throw his arms about. Nobody wants to see that. So
Actually,
there is.
Jesus is God is going, go off, Scott. That's why I watch you. So that's why I let you go. Because
So I have one
Jesus
viewer.
is God.
Jesus is God. You know what? Thank you, man. Why don't you manage my social media? Because I don't even know what the hell that is. And I will point out that tonight is the very first night that we've ever done a live stream that we did not get at least one subscriber. I think it's the thumbnails here. Or yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe Tuesday night is just not our night. So okay, Belle, please, you know what?
All right,
Gather your thoughts and give me 60 seconds. I'm sure you guys can understand. I need a little bit of apple juice, and we'll go ahead and continue on or finish this up or whatever happens. Thank you for joining us.
And I'm sure our viewers want to know what flavor of apple juice is tonight.
Bourbon. It's bourbon flavored. It's bourbon flavored apple juice. You know what, guys? I'm doing okay financially. Let me see. I don't worry about 10 years from now. How about that? I'm doing okay. But I'm also a real cheap bastard. I didn't want to point this out. I've worn this shirt. This cheap shirt. I've worn this for the last 6 videos, and I haven't washed it because I only put it on when I do videos. I don't want to wear these anymore because we got new ones coming in. And yeah, and we're giving them all away. And we will be giving away a t-shirt tonight for anybody who sticks it out to the end. If you have won a t-shirt before, please.
Internet porn know you're cheating
Ricky,
on it?
thank you. I got a sub, Belle. We got a sub. We did it, man. We're doing it. Yeah, guys, give me 60 seconds. We're gonna come right back, and we'll figure out where we're at from there. So please stand by. Thank you for coming back. I was putting, you know what, Belle's telling me in the break that you guys like to hear me ramble like that. There's no way that you like to hear me ramble like that. There is no way that you're tuning in for this. I am not an inspirational person. I'm just not. I'm a 24-year Navy vet. I've been in the military my entire life, and the stuff that I say here, I would never say to my guys. It doesn't work that way. But yeah, look, to illustrate this, look, I'm not exactly Wrangler jeans cheap. So I have bourbon, but look, it's got a cork. So it's bourbon flavored apple juice, and it does have a cork because I am just classy like that. But everything about tonight's show, I blame on Belle. I'm laying it right on her shoulders. She should not let me do this. If you take me off the chain, I will just go and go and go. We don't do scripts on the live streams, the monologue, and that's it. So everything else that I say is coming, you know what? Coming from here. I understand that we're an unusual crypto channel. It's for these reasons that I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in, man. I mean, you are exactly the reason that I do it. We you know what? We have a higher caliber of audience. We're never going to have 12,000 people tuning in to see me do this. It's just not. I credit where it's due. I have a little bit of native ability behind the microphone. I'm not unpleasant to listen to, but the crypto market doesn't do this way. As far as my idealism goes, even my idealism is probably a step beyond most people, and pretty much, you know what? It's a step beyond any kind of speculator. I don't look at tomorrow. I look at 5 years from now. That's what that's where it matters. So and I didn't get to drink this. I just filled the glass. Belle, give me another question or something. Surely there's a question from tonight. There's got to be something in there.
Yes,
aside from
yes,
Andres, who hit the crap out of me. He takes a bat and just goes at my head. He's like, "Here you go, answer this, bitch." I'm already demonetized on this one. I can curse just a little bit.
All right. And Jesus is God. According to the coin market cap, the holder statistic says total addresses 21,000. Does that mean how many people in the world actually hold AMP?
Yep. I wish it was more involved than that, man. That's a good question. See, I like the yes/no questions because it makes me look intelligent. Look at how quick I am. Yes. Yeah, man, that's how many wallets are holding AMP. That's it. Now, it doesn't indicate how many are staking, and you can dig down, you can mine down for that to find out how many of these wallets are actually staking on the Flexen network. That is part of the transparency that we can generate by ourselves. Now, I'm a big fan of anything that we can do by ourselves. I'm starting to have a little bit of a problem. This is me. This is a me thing. But I'm starting to have a little bit of, starting to have some questions about our transparency. You know what? I'll let it go because clearly I'm the only one. I do spend a lot of time on the Reddit. I do go over there. Nobody links my videos over there anymore. Belle, we had 2 of our videos linked over there. It was really cool. The views went up. We got subs. It was awesome. Nobody links our videos over there. And it's funny because the videos that I make are typically from questions that were asked on the Reddit. I don't want to give you guys push out information nobody wants to hear. You know what? I do that with Scale. I'll do it with Orchid. I'll do it with New Cipher. Nobody wants to know. There was a question last time, there was a question in chat. You're probably not going to ask it, but they were asking about Siacoin. And I want to answer that one briefly just because we are a rounded channel, man. Look, we're not just in AMP, all right? We are in a lot of tokens. We are in a lot of things. I don't think I'm going to get the ROI long-term on anything like I'm going to get with AMP. That's why I keep so much focus on it. But we are in a lot of coins. I like what Sidecoin is doing. Nobody asked this tonight, but it was a question, and I listen to all of them. All right, I don't blow anything off. But they were asking about Sidecoin, and I like what they're doing. It's personal for me because of the nature of my work, because I do work in large-scale data centers, and I understand what it takes to build them, maintain them, and the costs that are associated with it. So I like what Siacoin is doing as far as private data storage, and the fact that they are working with a lot of these large data centers. These ones might be going up on my board just a little bit. And I don't know if it's insider information or not. You know what? Anybody who wants to know why, hit me with an email right there, coops1233@gmail.com. Hit me with an email and let me answer that. I don't want to do it on the stream because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. But I think that there's a very interesting opportunity that is starting to develop, and I have a little bit of insight on that. Again, I'm not going to share it on the live stream, and I'm not going to charge you money. I don't do that. If you're curious, I'll respond to an email. How about that? But what Siacoin is doing, Filecoin storage, love storage. What they're doing is private data storage. And again, it's another thing that is only possible with crypto, not private data storage, but the end-to-end encryption that only works with blockchain. So I think I love every single thing that they're doing with the space. Like 90% of the world's data has been generated in the last 5 years. I don't see that slowing down. So because I have a little bit of industry experience, I might have a little bit of unique perspective on that. So anybody's curious, please hit me with an email, hit Bell with an email, something, and I'll tell you what I think. I will deny it forever, and I'm going to send it from a nom de plume, but just so you know, I will answer the question. Bell, go ahead. I'm sorry. I got away from that one. Got away from me.
All right. So Jesus is God again. Hey, Scott, do you think if Tesla accepts more crypto payments besides Bitcoin, they can use Flexa?
Well, they can use Flexa anytime they want. It doesn't really matter. The fact that they're not using Flexa personally is a little bit shocking to me. It costs them nothing to use Flexa, and at that point, they can accept any cryptocurrency. So for somebody like Elon Musk, the Doge father, the father of modern innovation, to not see this is a little bit alarming to me. I don't understand how somebody who is completely 100% vested in the tech field doesn't see this and doesn't see the massive opportunity that this provides his business. He sells a product. He is in crypto. So the fact that he doesn't see this or utilize this, it suggests to me that maybe they've talked, but either he's trying to develop something similar, which he really can't do due to patent infringement, or he is not exactly... I don't want to insult Elon Musk, because the entire world knows who Elon Musk is, and like my 54 subscribers know who I am. So, I'm not going to put my creds against Elon Musk. But the fact that he sells a product, that he embraces crypto, that he went on television telling everybody how much he loves crypto, the fact that he tweets about this endlessly, and doesn't see this, doesn't see Flexa, it's a very good question. So Jesus is God. One excellent question. This is something that would benefit Tesla on multiple levels, not just accepting crypto, because they could come out to the world and say, we accept crypto. We love crypto. We want to build a new economy. We are at the forefront of it. They can do all of those things. But for some reason, he's still pushing Dogecoin. So yeah, I have some questions about that. God, I love this audience, Mel. I absolutely love this audience. The what you guys hit me with, man, is just absolutely amazing. But it sends me on really, really, really good train of thought. So I thank you for that. Go ahead.
All right, Cool Hand Puke. What's a solid amount of AMP tokens to acquire, in your opinion?
$1 million plus. I know it's a lot of money, babe. But you know what? You asked the question. So I'm saying, this is me. I don't know your financial situation, man. I'm not your broker. I'm saying that if you want generational changing wealth, like wealth to the point that you don't have to worry about your grandchildren, they'll be taken care of. I think $1 million's your number. That's what you're going to want to shoot for. I know it's a lot, but we sacrifice for our children. We sacrifice for our grandchildren. We do the hard work so they don't have to. And the fact that you have an opportunity like this, and don't unsub. We're close enough to 1,000 that I don't want anybody leaving. But you asked the question, and I'm going to answer the question. If you do the work, put in the effort, make the sacrifices necessary, to the point that I'm drinking cheap bourbon, and I can afford better. But if you make the sacrifices now, and you shoot for that number, you asked, and I'm telling you what I think, not gospel, just what I think. But if you shoot for that number, your grandchildren will not have to worry about their future. That's where I'm putting it. I don't do price predictions, but I understand human nature, and I understand the speed of innovation. You're sitting on something with AMP. I don't want to get idealistic. Damn it. Shit. I cussed again. I don't want to get idealistic here, but you're sitting on a marketable level of innovation that, again, is designed to consume the traditional payment space. And when you look at the traditional payment space and the sheer volume that they process, unless they get the government to they pay off the right people and get the government to try to clamp down on something like this, there is no stopping it. There is just no stopping it. That's how I see it. I understand it's idealistic, but you asked the question. Give. Make the sacrifices. Do the hard work now so that your kids and your grandkids don't. Isn't that why we're here? Isn't that why we're all here? Isn't that why we got into crypto? Make some money? You're in at the infancy stage. You're in, man. This thing is barely crowned. The crypto market. There's a bad metaphor for you, isn't that, Belle? Belle doesn't have any kids, so she doesn't know. Yeah, you're in the infancy stage of level of innovation that hasn't even really crowned yet, and you're going to look back at this date 2 years from now and say, "My goodness, how could we have not seen this?" That's where you're going to be. So if you want that level of wealth, then make the sacrifice. That's a good number. That's a good place to hang your hat. Again, it's just my opinion, man. But that's a good place to hang your hat. Do what you got to do. I think one of the greatest truths that I found in my years of putting money in, taking money out, making bad decisions, good decisions, so forth. Nobody's gonna like this, but the greatest truth, and the one I do have tattooed on myself, that's for you, Jesus is God. I have tattoos too. Like I'm a blacksmith. I do armor, so I believe in my own product, so I want to wear it too. But one of the greatest takeaways that I've had from my years of playing around in the market and making good decisions, bad decisions, so forth and so on, is that you can either focus on making money or spending money, but you cannot do both. It's just me. In my experience, you cannot do both. You have to pick a side. And when you pick that side, it's going to work out for you either way. So if you pick a side, if you dedicate yourself to spending money, you damn sure will. But if you dedicate yourself to making money in this environment, in this blessed environment, in this target-rich environment, you will. You don't have to listen to other people. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to other people. You don't have to go to YouTube. Do a little bit of your own research. You're going to see what I see. An absolute target-rich environment. And if you dedicate yourself to that, you're going to do well. You are absolutely going to do well. People don't turn into crypto channels to hear this, man. They just don't. They want to know the who, what, when, where, why, and how. That's what they want to know. I'm not going to give that to you. We don't want to be a traditional crypto channel. And we have no intention of being a traditional crypto channel. We just want to build a community here. Belle, please stop me. My God, what are you doing? Somebody said you were the GOAT producer. I disagree with that tonight. I think you were absolutely dropping the ball and just let me run away with this. We don't do this. Not on Tuesday. We don't do it at all.
Hey, you know what? You've had several people pipe up in chat saying, "Hey, go on."
No,
I'm giving them
ladies
what
and
they
gentlemen
want.
of the podcast, I am very disappointed at Belle tonight. Please point that out to her because I think she's dropping the ball.
I don't think so, but
Okay,
okay,
do you? What's the question?
we're gonna end this on a really fun note because let's face it, it's getting a little bit late and I do need my beauty sleep. Uh,
Okay.
Andre wants to know what your favorite apple juice brand is.
Oh, dude, you can't ask me that. Okay, there's a little off-brand. It's not an off-brand. It's kind of like a local distillery that makes very very special apple juice. And you know what? I have it right here on my thing. I want to make sure I say it right. Uh, my absolute hands down favorite apple juice ever is called Frey Ranch. And Bell, type that in. It's FREY space ranch. That's hands down my absolute favorite brand of apple juice. I had a bottle of it at my Navy retirement, and not a lot of people. I didn't invite a lot of people. I'm not that kind of outgoing guy that I have 900 friends and everybody wants to wish me well. I have a small, close knit group of people, and they all showed up because they're my brothers. Any military folks out there, you guys understand it. The blood of the bond is thicker than the water of the womb, and that's the actual expression. It's not blood is thicker than water. It's not. Any military guy is going to tell you blood of the bond is thicker than the water of the womb. But they all showed up, and there were only like 4 of us actually drinking, and this was a big bottle of Frey Ranch, and we polished this thing off in like 4 hours. It is hands down the best apple juice you're going to have. I completely recommend it. You know what? If my channel ever gets bigger, I'm going to send them an email and say, hey, I'll plug your bottle if you give it to me. How about that? I will work for apple juice. I think that's the way to go. So, Belle, do we got any more questions? Is there anything else in the current comments, not the past comments, that I can address before we go ahead and call this? We didn't mean to go on tonight, guys, and I certainly did not mean to try to step on Tyler. It was not my intent.
All right, so Cool Hand Puke. Are there any other coins or direct competitors to AMP attempting to do the same thing?
They might be. I haven't really drilled down into a lot of that. They might be, but again, provisional patent. So I can't think of a better way to do it than the way AMP is doing it, period. Without my inner politics spilling out, which I don't do. I don't cross the streams. I can't see anybody else. If you don't do it the way AMP is doing it, then you're doing it wrong. That's it. You are doing it wrong. Collateralized debt is a gold standard. That's what they're doing. And you can decorate this and drill it and get people with lots of letters past their names to try to tell you that it's something different, but it absolutely is not. By definition of what a currency is, AMP is a currency. It is a gold standard. And the fact that they have a provisional patent on it, and I've thought about this 900 different ways, not because I'm trying to bust it, but because if I think of a better way, buy the podcast coins. I have a better way. But I can't. I think they are doing it just right. They locked it down. So anybody who's trying to do what Flexa is doing, but is not doing it the way Flexa is doing it wrong. You are somehow trying to equate fiat to crypto, and it doesn't work that way. People don't understand what currency is. It eludes them. The very fundamental economics that goes into something like this, people don't equate it. They cannot make the transition to understand what sound money is versus fiat money. Worldwide, we're on fiat money. That is a limitless supply. It's an endless supply. It's the push the button and $4 trillion shows up. As if that will not devalue what is currently in your wallet or your bank or your silly big Coke bottle. Math doesn't lie. And when you have an amount of money that will buy a fixed amount of goods, but you increase the amount of money, it is reasonable to assume that you would need more money to buy the same fixed amount of goods. I get it, man. Look, they put up people all the time, big ties, bow ties, lots of letters behind their name telling you how that isn't so. Use your own common sense, and you know it's so. That's why I am so excited about the crypto market. That's why I'm so excited about what AMP is doing, because nobody's even contemplated this yet. It's not a new idea. This is the way the economy used to be 1,000 years ago. 1-for-1 ratio, direct value for direct value, not implied value, inferred value, not manipulated value. I want you to do this and I will pay you this. We both know what it's worth. That's what Flexa is doing. And I don't know a better way to explain it than that. I keep trying to find a way to not dumb it down. I don't need to dumb it down, man. I got a strong audience. They get it. But I've been trying to find a way to make this appeal to the masses, because there is some self-interest in it, because I have a YouTube channel. So, of course, I would like, to appeal to a wider audience. But I don't know how to explain it any differently. I'll tell you what, if anybody has an idea, they're seeing a metaphor that I'm not seeing, send an email to Belle. She'll make sure I get it. So, is there something else, Belle, or are we about to, because I got like one sip left and I'm done.
Keith Pierce, what's your take on Algo? ALGO.
Ooh, we've talked about this one a little bit. For Algorand, man, I will really have to drill down. Now, I like Algorand. One of the things, I haven't done a video about this again because people are just going to click by it, man. There's some real basic economic stuff that goes on, particularly when you're talking about Algorand on Coinbase. But there's some real basic economic stuff that's going on with this. And I see it particularly in, in the AMP world. I see it here all the time. The fact that so many people are holding their AMP tokens in liquidity. And you understand that when you hold them liquid, you are giving up 4% of your value, right? As soon as you buy it and don't do anything with it, you are taking 4% of it and just throwing it, or 3.89% of it, and you're just throwing it away. You're saying, I don't want it. Algorand, right out the gate, I think they give you, don't pin me back for this, man, this is top of my head, but I think they give you about 6% just for holding it. Just for holding it, they're giving you 6%. I don't like that because they're buying their own liquidity, so I don't care for that. You're not giving up any of your rights to Algorand. You're just holding on to it, and they're giving you 6% to hold on to it. So they're effectively buying their own liquidity. I don't like that, but again, that's a me thing. Algorand's doing some neat things in the spaces. I don't have time on this right now to really drill down into it, man. But if you want it, I will do a video on it, or I will address it later in the live stream. I've been talking nonstop for about 80 minutes. And again, we do a non-traditional crypto channel. There's no charts. I don't just sit here and point at the charts, tell you, do this, look at the charts. Oh my God, I'm a genius. You kind of run out of gas about this point. So I promise you, who asked the question, Belle?
That was Keith Pierce.
Okay, Keith Pierce. I give you my absolute word that I will address this question come Thursday. I got to recover a little bit, man. I don't want to shortchange you. Anybody who's asking me a question, I don't want to shortchange you. If you're giving me yes/no questions, I'm happy to shortchange you. But this is one that needs a little bit of background, and that's what we're trying to do on the channel, is give you background. I don't want to just give you an answer. I want to give you the reason for the answer. So I need a little bit more time to talk about this one, and I don't have it. So, Belle, why don't you take us away, and we're gonna call it. I had an, oh my goodness, you guys have no idea how much fun I had tonight. I don't want to ramble away like that, but I love it when she lets me. it's kind of like my honesty. It's as honest as you're ever gonna get me. And if you see me looking down like this, that is an absolute honest as you're ever gonna get me. Is right there. So Belle, why don't you take us out? We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Go. You do you.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, everyone who joined us tonight on our live stream, we're going to be back on Thursday night, also at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do thank each and every one of you who tuned in tonight. You know, we do feel horrible about jumping on at the same time Tyler was on.
Oh, I know I'm an ass.
If you guys have not already, we would definitely appreciate it if you do hit that thumbs up button, if you like and share and subscribe. That's the only way we're going to keep this thing growing, is through you guys sharing it and telling people about us. Now, again, with that being said, we're going to be back on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we will see you next time.
And again, for me personally, guys, man, you know what? It's going to get me emotional. I don't want to get emotional here. I'm trying to be the voice of rationality. But every time somebody tunes in and watching us just roll away, I don't take you for granted at all. And it absolutely means it means the world to me that you guys tune in and watch us just go at it. You know what? I'm going to get emotional here. I'm so sorry, man. I'm trying not to. It means the world to me that you guys come in and support the channel. And yeah, I guess that's it. You know what? Before I start breaking down or something like that, please join us again Thursday. We will try to give you a better We will try to give you a better show. I know I was all over the map today. Yeah, that's it. Belle, say goodbye.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.
All right. Where the hell is it?